Okay, everyone. Tonight is December 21st, 2023, and it is the night of the winter solstice, which the night is the longest night of the year, and the day is the shortest. We are also going to be doing some talking, and we're also going to do a reading. We have gotten many questions, strange things from people that I've written down, and they were a little bit nervous. I had several emails where people had seen the autopsy reports and they found it a little hard to believe. We had emails from people who have said they have seen Mr. Sands in another country. Our readings have not changed. They're still telling us that he has not passed. We have a lot of people working with us, and they're all getting the same answers as me. So, you know, we're a little confused just as much as you are as to what is going on. I've had people ask, do we think that maybe he just skipped town? Maybe he'd had enough of California? I don't know. I think that he was just tired of the acting career? I don't know that one either. You know, I'm not in his head, so I wouldn't know. We had people ask as to why the family has not had a memorial service, and if they did have one, why was the public, I guess, not notified, especially his fans, so that they could have in private, with, you know, not to disturb the family, to be able to put flowers or something on his grave or whatever. The autopsy reports, that one has people really upset, because so far from what I understand, there are 7 different ones out there. Now, we've heard that they couldn't do a DNA, they couldn't do a DNA forensic, they couldn't do dental, they couldn't do blood work, they couldn't do anything. Then it was told that they did a DNA with his teeth. We heard that there was only 2 teeth, that part of the bottom jaw was missing. We've heard that the body was wedged in between rocks with what looked like new clothes piled on top of it. The hikers' stories have changed several times. So I honestly, I don't know what to think as to why everything keeps contradicting itself. It's very strange. Normally things like that do not happen. The people I worry about the most are the ones that have said they have seen him overseas. They didn't say what country they were in, but they said they recognized him. He just nodded. And this is not just one person. This is 5 or 6 different people that have watched these videos and have seen him. There was another one that saw him in LA a few weeks ago. So this is all very strange. It will be a year, January 13th, that Mr. Sands has gone missing. You would think after almost a year of him missing and another 6 months to find him, and then they can't make any type of ID, then all of a sudden, boom, we have all these stories. Well, someone is not telling the truth, and people are getting tired. And I don't wish to offend the family, but I believe the family has been lied to as well. I honestly, I really don't know. So we are going to do some yes/no questions. We're not going to get too elaborate. We're not going to spell out things that may or may not be true. So, I mean, we just have to go. I'm going to use the very first pendulum that we used when Mr. Sands went missing. And I also have a few personal questions that my friend, she needs to know if her boyfriend JR is still doing okay. He's away on a business trip, so we will give her her comfort and everything. So when we go, so which way is yes? Which way is no? Which way is maybe? Okay, and for her, maybe is in a counterclockwise position. There she goes. And which way is I don't know? And that is in the clockward position. Thank you, sweetie. Did you think I had forgotten you? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to overwork you. You do understand that, don't you? You are my prized possession. Okay. Am I forgiven? Okay. Now, do you think you could answer some questions for me? Thank you. Okay. So we've had a lot of people ask about Mr. Sands' autopsy reports. Do you feel the autopsy reports are real? Okay, she has answered no. Do you feel that the autopsy reports were made up to shut the public up? And she has answered yes on that. Did Mr. Sands die on Mount Baldy? And her answer is no. The people who have emailed me, did they actually see Mr. Sands? And that is a yes. Has he changed his appearance? Yes. Okay. I need to lift my arm up. I'm sorry. Okay. Another person emailed me and said that she saw him in Los Angeles a few weeks ago. Is that true? And that is a big yes. Very powerful. Did he go to visit any of his friends? No. Do any of his friends or family still know that he is alive? No. Thank you. Does Mr. Sands plan on returning to the United States? No. There is a new movie out with him in it. Would he happen to be at maybe the showing of it? No. So he won't be going to the premiere of his movie that just came out. So, excuse me. Okay. Should we believe anything that they put in the newspapers or in articles or videos? No. His ex-wife did a interview, and she posted a picture of a little girl that was born in June of 2023. But the caption underneath says, Julian Sands' granddaughter. Is that child blood related to him? No. Does Mr. Sands have more than one grandchild? No. Does Mr. Sands have more than 3 children? No. Did Mr. Sands disappear and leave or was there any type of infidelity in the marriage? No. So those rumors are lies. There was no infidelity in the marriage. Do you think he will ever contact his family again? Okay, that was a no, maybe, I don't know, and then dead still. So that's a kind of what we call an iffy question. So she really can't say if he will or if he will not. Do you think there will be more people seeing Mr. Sands and not reporting it? Okay, that started out as a maybe and then into a yes. Is Mr. Sands still climbing mountains? No. Has Mr. Sands taken up horseback riding? Yes. Okay. Can you tell me, is there anybody else in this room with us? There is? Is it Grams? Okay, so Grams is with us. Will Carrie's leg be healing faster now? Yes, that's good. Okay. Do you think she needs to go hiking in the mountains? Okay, Carrie, you heard that. No hiking. What about this spring or summer? Do you think it would be okay for her to go hiking then? No. Forget it, Carrie. Okay. So that's basically about all of the questions that we got. Most of them, out of like 30 emails, most of them I just stacked and made into one question because they were basically the same question. No, he did not die on that mountain. No, he's not coming back to the United States. No, he is not mountain climbing. Yes, people are actually seeing him. Yes, he was seen in LA or Los Angeles. Let's see. The picture of the little girl really is a typo, so that's not his granddaughter. He only has 3 children. There was no infidelity in their marriage. He left for personal reasons. He's no longer climbing mountains, but has decided to take up horseback riding. He is basically changing his appearance. He has no plans on coming back. And whether or not he ever contacts his family or not, that's an iffy question. It's still telling us that the autopsy reports are not true, that what the hikers are saying is not true. But only the hikers know the truth on that one. I can only give you an answer what comes to me through the universe. And it's saying, no, they're not correct. Was there a full skeletal remains to be autopsied? No. Was there a half set that could be used? Was there just a partial skull with half the jaw missing and a few other bones at the scene? Okay, so it looks like maybe the very first report is correct about the partial skull, part of the jawbone missing, and very few remains. We also had someone that basically did the same thing, checked into the records, and that's what they found, was just partial remains. Part of the jaw missing, or part of the face, or whatever, the mandible. And some fingers and toe bones were missing and stuff like that. So that looks like to be the only accurate one, because that excuse me, that statement came from 3 different sources. So that's, I'm going to lean towards that one, because like I said, most of the other ones are the same people, but their stories are flip-flopping. This is from three different individual sets of experts, who all 3 have said the same thing, but at different times. So it's kind of like a triangle, you know. So they don't know each other. There's no collaborating. So, you know, all they can do is just read the records and see, or maybe exchange ideas. And so they've got the same thing. Partial skull, part of the mandible missing, very few teeth, toes and some fingers missing, bones chewed on. Those were the actual reports that we had all seen before the last autopsy report came out. And then that was a little strange, because they said that the body was between the rocks and that there was a pile of clothes on top of it and everything. So, Carrie, your leg is going to heal, but no hiking, no mountain climbing, no skiing for a while. You heard straight from the little girls, don't do it. So, now to get on to my little lady here. Okay. Mo is wondering how JR is doing. Is he okay? Okay. Is he safe? Is he enjoying where he's at? Sorry, it's cold here and my fingers are stiffening up. Will he be contacting her somehow? That's wonderful. So, JR is okay. He's happy. He likes where he's at. He will be contacting you somehow. I don't know if he has a cell phone with him or not, but he will be contacting you. Oops. Sorry. It's one of those days. Should she not worry? Okay. Does JR want her to keep doing her studying? Okay, I'll let her know. Does he... Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Does he need her to study? Okay, so JR wants you to keep studying. You need to study. Now, on to little Miss Chrissy. Does Miss Chrissy need to start studying and practicing? Yes. Will she be very happy in her new apartment? Yes. Okay. Is there any reason for her to be stressed out now? No. Should she take up where her sister left off? Yes. So, Miss Chrissy, you need to pick up where your sister left off. It's time for you to fulfill your your destiny and everything. So going into the new year, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to pull a card, because with Graham's here, you know, she likes to flick them out of my hand. So, and Carrie, if you watch this and you see the cards go that way, she did it. Okay, shall we use the deck to see how our new year is going to be? And would you graciously pick the card for me? Thank you, darling. Okay, so we're going to put this down. Is there anybody else in the room with us? Is it just me, you, and Grams? Okay. Here we go again. I remember which way these open. It's got a very strong magnet on it, and trying to find it is keep going, keep going. Now this is ridiculous. Grams, were you playing with the box again? There we go. Okay. As I said before, these cards are rather large, so I try to do them in groups of 3. I think I may just end up having to put these in some cornstarch or powder or something to keep it from being so slick. That's the first stack. This will be our second stack. It's a little bit easier. Okay. And the third stack. So far we're doing okay. I do try to shuffle them a couple of times a day, work with them. They are getting where they're not so stiff, but they are such large cards that it's really, as you can see, excuse me. Thought I was going to make it through the night. It's okay, Gramps. I know that is your thing. So we'll try it one more time. Only this time I'm not going to do them that way. Yeah, I know you're angry. Do it anyway. Now, Carrie, you saw that. I tried to be nice. We're going to do 3 piles. And we are going to see what we have to look forward to in the year 2024. And 1, 2, 3. So that we are reading these correctly. Another rule, get the book. Okay. So, we're going to put this stack over here, and this one over here for a minute. Box back there. Okay, sweetie, this is just going to be one card. Now, let me know if you want any of these. Okay, just didn't want any from that one. Okay. Let me know if you want anything from this one. She didn't want nothing from this one either. But then she is very particular. Okay. Okay, sweetie, this is the last stack. Let me know if you want one here. You sure? Okay. Okay, sweetie, which one is it? This one? This one? This one? This one? Okay. Must have a pretty strong message. So, before we go any further, hit it on with the sun on this side. So when I flip it, I'll flip it that way. So, and it's in reversed. And it is the Two of Cups. Knights, Swords, what, did somebody take my cup section out of here? Oh, that's strange. Swords. Well, this is very strange. This is rather odd. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's squished in between the swords. Okay. Okay, we're only going to read the reversed. So, okay. the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, the card has such a harmonious vibration that its reversed position isn't much different from the upright one. It can suggest delays or that a relationship may have been kept a secret for some reason. Okay, so otherwise, okay, the Two of Cups describes a coupling of some sort, a marriage, a partnership, a union. Harmony is in the air. You may be in the honeymoon stage of a relationship or endeavor when all seems right. This card also represents a new stage of happiness and harmony in an existing relationship. So, you are moving, okay, so that means that 2024, not only myself and my ladies, we are going to have a very smooth and harmonious 2024, and this I project onto all of you, that in the year 2024, that you forget the past, you don't worry about it. It is time for healing, making things better, making a relationship better. Little Mo, maybe JR's trying to tell you something. No. Two of Cups. Same with Chrissy. You know, she moved into a new apartment. She's doing better. You know, we all have a mutual friend, and he keeps us all in line. And he lets us know every now and then that he's with us, that he loves us. And we definitely love him. So, remember, girls, stay happy, take life one day at a time. Make sure that you do your studies as was recommended. Try not to believe. Let me turn these out. Since we didn't have any mishaps this go around. The black one I'm going to leave lit. We want to make sure that everything stays in a harmonious new year, because that's only a week away. Yule started for us. The Christmas holidays and stuff will be Sunday and Monday for a lot of other people. So however you celebrate it with cheer. You celebrate it with happiness. You don't let anyone interfere with your happiness. The following weekend is the new year. 2024 will be rolling in. I see things getting better for the world, for everybody. There's going to be a lot of things that come to light, a lot of things that people aren't going to believe, but they are true. My ladies and my best friends, we've come a long way. We met by chance, and we've stuck together like glue. These ladies are my lifeblood. They give me the strength and the power to keep doing this until the absolute truth comes out. on any and everything. JR is going to be fine. You'll probably be hearing from him within, I would say, a week or so. At least that's the strength that I get. Like I said, you know, please, by all means, if you have more questions, send them to me. I think on the 13th of January, for those who believe that Mr. Sands has passed, we will do a simple memorial service. Even though the rest of us aren't seeing what they're throwing at us as being the truth. I mean, if they had stuck to one story, yeah. If we had heard something maybe from the family to give us a little bit of encouragement, or even showed a little bit of remorse, I think a lot of us would have been a lot better off. But as it stands, I am going to go by the three experts when they describe the autopsy reports. I believe them. I don't believe the other ones. I'm sorry, I'm having a very hard time dealing with the hikers. I don't believe anything that they have said so far. If they had stuck to the first story, then maybe I wouldn't have such a problem with it, but it's changed many times. It's been in many articles. The last one who checked said that the clothing that they found was, when he looked at it, was too small for a grown man. It looked more like it belonged to a small-framed woman. He didn't see a pelvic area, so he couldn't tell. And from what he examined and everything, there was only 2 teeth. So, I don't know. I do believe that the body had been there longer than a year, especially with from January until, what was it, April, May, with the snowstorms and everything. They didn't find the body until June 24th, even though they did a search on June 17th. Well, it sounds gruesome, but they said, you know, the body was stripped, and they just had, you know, little strings of stuff, and that the bones were highly chewed on. That time of the year is usually when animals hibernate. Some come out to eat, some don't, but to be, in my experience of what I have seen, usually that type of bone deterioration is a year or longer in the elements, not just frozen in snow. There should have been something there to do a DNA forensic, and a forensic autopsy would have been much, much better, but Lord only knows, you know, only the gods know what they did. So with that, everyone have a wonderful holiday season, a wonderful Yuletide, a lovely Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is that you celebrate. This is a time of the year when everybody should be drawn together. There should be no fighting. And then, as the Two of Cups says, we slide into the next year with our heads up, love in our hearts, a smile on our face, and we keep going. We do not want to do any more damage than what has already been done. So let's remember that, people. Have a little bit of love and kindness. And like I said, for those who do think he has passed, I will try to come up with some type of maybe small ceremony, memorial ceremony just for you. I do not want to force what we believe onto anybody else. That is up to you. We have done the research for close to a year now, and we still keep researching. So this is how we get our answers, how we know about the autopsies. And that kind of stuff. And when I say that I have 9 other people working with me doing the same thing, pendulums, cards, orbs, stuff like that, these people don't know me personally, but they are getting the same answers as me. And then they are sharing their experiences with us. So then we take it and we compile it into what we've already found. So with the 9 that we've got, probably more now, and the 5 that I have, that's a lot of people all getting the same answer that do not have any physical contact with each other. So, anyway, he's okay. He's somewhere else. He's left this country. Why? We will probably never know. He was spotted in Los Angeles. He's been spotted in another country. Giving up mountains. Went to horseback riding. Little Mo, remember, JR loves you. He'll be contacting you soon. Miss Chrissy, get on your studying. You're supposed to take up where your sister left off. I'm assuming she has things that you can get your hands on. So you need to get those and bring them to your new apartment. If you don't already have them. And little Mo, you need to do some studying too. Carrie, no hiking. No nothing, not even this spring. Your legs is going to heal, but it's not recommended that you do anything. Grams is sitting right here next to me, letting me know that no, you don't need to be hiking. And with that, guys, good night. I'll see you during the memorial service on the 13th of January. It will be a very small one, but if you have anything that you would like to have read on, to express your feelings for Mr. Sands, by all means, please send them, and I will read them. And I will just give a first name or a nickname, and I will put that out into the universe for you. So, good night, everyone. I love you. Be blessed.